Hello Eastwood Scholars, I am Dr. Henry and I'm going to read aloud today, How Full is Your Bucket for Kids? And the reason I'm reading aloud is because this is our book of the month. It's a very important book and we're focusing in on our inner wealth and we're focusing in on our bucket. When good things happen to us and other children say good things to us, our bucket fills up. It goes, plop, 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 lots of good drops go in our bucket. But when we feel sad, when someone says something a little that feels sad to us, then our bucket gets dripped out and all the good things feel like they're dripping out of our bucket. So I thought this was a good time to read aloud How Full is Your Bucket for Kids. And you can share this read aloud with your family at home because they can see us on our YouTube video that we're making. This story is written by Tom Rath and Mary Reckemeyer. It's illustrated by Maury J. Manning. I love the picture. I love how they're both looking at one another. How full is your bucket? Felix was putting one of the last blocks on his tower when his little sister came in. "I want to build with you," she said. Felix scowled. "Go away, you're too little." That's a scowl. I feel kind of sad. "I'm big." "Stay back, you'll knock it over." "I can be very careful." "Go play with your baby toys, Anna." Uh-oh, look what happened. She accidentally pushed over the blocks. Thwack! "Grandpa!" Grandpa shook his head. "Felix, you just dipped from your sister's bucket. Like everyone else, Anna has an invisible bucket. When it's empty, she feels bad, but when it's full, she feels great. Didn't you ever notice your own bucket?" Invisible bucket? Sometimes Felix couldn't quite tell when his grandfather was joking. But the next morning when Felix woke up, there it was, a small gray bucket floating above his head. When Felix came down to have breakfast, his mom was in a hurry. "I've got a meeting this morning and it's almost time to go." "Anna, sit still." Looks like a busy place to me. Felix slipped and choco wheat scattered across the floor. "Felix," yelled his mom, "you shouldn't have used the stool to reach that." Felix could feel his bucket tip and big invisible drip spill out. Drip, 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 just like our bucket. Drip, 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 drip. "Ha ha," Anna laughed as she crunched the cereal with her shoe. Drip. "Get the broom and clean that up before you miss the bus," scolded Mom. With the school bus honking, Felix quickly swept up the choco wheats and grabbed the last blueberry muffin. But before he could even take one bite, Buster jumped up and grabbed the muffin from his hand. Drip. "Hey, look at Felix's new backpack. My baby brother has one just like it." Drip, drip. "Psst, Felix, psst. Watch out, shrimp." Drip. Oh my gosh, Felix's bucket I'm thinking it's getting close to empty about now. I would be feeling very sad. It was still morning and Felix's bucket felt almost empty. As he watched his classmates walk into the room, he secretly hoped they would trip and fall. That's what it feels like when you have an empty bucket. I felt like that too sometimes. Felix slumped into his seat and waited for something else bad to happen. Mrs. Bumblenickel walked slowly up to his desk and handed him a paper he could hardly bear to look. "Felix, you wrote a wonderful story. Would you please share it with the class?" Felix grinned and felt a big drop land right in his bucket. Drop, plop, clink. The class grew quiet as Felix read. They laughed at all the right places and oohed at the scary parts. When Felix finally read the end, Everyone clapped, even Emily, who sat next to him and didn't usually like dinosaurs. Felix felt a whole shower of drops land in his bucket. Maybe the day wouldn't be so bad after all. Drop, drop. Team captains today, Veronica and Felix. Oh gosh, nice picture. It's a dog. Well, nice colors there, Felix. Cool laser ant backpack, Felix. Oh my gosh, his bucket is getting full. He's feeling better. By afternoon, Felix's bucket was nearly full. At recess, when he looked around, Felix suddenly realized that his grandpa was right. Everyone else had a bucket too. Drop, drop, let me help you. Here's your baseball catch. Thanks, dude. Hi, I'm Felix. First day? Yes, I'm Amir. The strange thing was that for every drop he helped put in someone else's bucket, Felix felt another drop in his own bucket. When Felix burst in the door after school, he shouted, "You were right, Grandpa. I do have a bucket, and I understand how it works." Then he saw Anna's torn doll. "Bad dog," he almost scolded, but then he thought, dogs might have invisible buckets too. "Your doll will be okay, Anna," said Felix. "Mom will fix her." "Well, until then, do you want help to help me build the tallest building in the world with my blocks? I will help you." And so they did. And I'm thinking that both of their buckets were very full by the end of the day. And scholars, my bucket is always full from all the kind things that you say to me every day. I hope that I fill your bucket with kind